So hey, look, if you're a busy businessman over the age of 40 and you think you need to go to the gym, or you think you need an elite home gym like I have right here, yeah, I got everything a guy would want. If you think that's what you need, you're wrong. And I'm gonna show you in this video how you can get a great workout with just body weight only. In my last video, I showed you a great workout throughout the whole week. I got a lot of great response from that. So you have shown me that this information is valuable to you. So let's say you're a guy who has no equipment available to you at all, and you're thinking, what do I do to get in shape? Well, in the Marine Corps, we did calisthenics. We did body weight only exercises. You can look all over the internet and find very fit people doing body weight only exercises. Bruce Lee did calisthenics. Bruce Lee did isometrics. So you're not limited by anything but your thought that you need something to help you do the thing that's going to help you get what you want. That is a fit body. Maybe you want abs, maybe you want a better chest, maybe you want to take your shirt off at the pool. Whatever your motivation is, you just need this much space and your mind needs to be set to do these things. So I might go grab a dumbbell for one of these exercises, and getting a dumbbell is very easy. There's probably some sort of merchant in your town, one of those, we call them Penny Saver or the Mini Merchant or whatever it is, Facebook Marketplace. You can get a set of dumbbells. Matter of fact, I'm selling a set of dumbbells here that nobody's buying. I just don't get it because there are so many people who need to be fit. But look, if I grab a dumbbell, I want you to understand it's one simple tool. But what I'm going to do for you today in this video is a full body workout that you can do in the privacy of your own home. But before I get into that, I want to talk about something right now. It's cold here. You see, I got a hoodie on, got my hat on. I'm bundled up for what we refer to in Southern California as winter, but the sun's out, the skies are blue, but it still gets dark earlier. There's something called SAD, seasonal affective disorder. That is where you and I feel a little bit sad. We feel melancholy. We might feel minorly depressed. And the best way to circumvent that is get out in the morning and get some of that morning sun, because part of what is happening in your body is you're missing the vitamin D that the sun provides for you. Also, exercise is vitally important. So when you get the sun in the morning and then you exercise, whether it's in the morning, afternoon, or evening, or intermittently throughout the day, it doesn't matter. Just get these movements in. So Clark, shut up and start to exercise. So Arthur Jones is where I learned how to work out way back in the 70s, and he had the Nautilus clubs, and he did the Nautilus machines. And the Nautilus principle was designed around starting with the largest muscle group and working your way back to the smallest muscle group. So with that being said, we're going to do a body squat. Now, a body squat is just your body weight only. If you have a kettlebell, if you have a dumbbell, if you have a baby to hold, anything that's heavier than air, heavier than gravity, is considered resistance. But for the purposes of this, I'm just going to show you how to position your feet. Your feet are about hip width or a little bit wider apart. Your toes are pointed out to about 30 degrees. Your knee tracks over your toe, your chest is up, your chin is up, and you're just squatting down. So if we're going at a tempo like this and you're not pausing, this right here, you can see is working my quads, my hamstrings, my hips, my glutes, my lower back, my cardio, right here. Now you could do one set of these and then work your way through your whole body and come back and do a second set, or we could do a couple sets at the same time. So I could do one set here, rest 60 seconds, and then do another set. The bottom line is that you do this. Now this is a compound movement. I'm moving my hips, my knees, my ankles. I am using my body integratively. So it's not an isolation movement like a bicep curl. So I do however many. It doesn't matter how many reps you do. What matters is you do the reps. So the next thing that I would go to, so your legs would be the largest muscle group. Now we go on to our back. Look, I'm just gonna grab something here. I have this. I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna row here, just like that. Now you're like, Clark, that's not a lot of weight. Exactly, it doesn't need to be a lot of weight. People have been misled by these guys lifting all of this heavy weight, suggesting that you need to use a 100-pound dumbbell in order to get muscle on your body. We're not talking about being Mr. Olympia. We're talking about being a busy businessman who's traveling. You're in a hotel. You don't have access to a lot of stuff, but you have something. So right here, make sure you're breathing. So notice my positioning here. Nice wide base. I'm lower down. So now I'm still working my quads. I'm still working my hamstrings. I'm getting a good stretch and a good pull. Right here, opposite, just like that. Good stretch, good pull. So this could also be done with a dumbbell. So if I come over here, I'm just gonna grab a 20 pounder and I'm right here. Same thing, it's just from a different angle, right? So here's something you need to understand. When you change the angle, you change the exercise. When you change the device that you're using or the thickness of the handle or the tempo, you're changing the exercise. If you're in a hotel and you go up and down the steps and you do what I'm showing you here, you're changing the way your body's responding to the stimulus that you're providing to it, as long as you're doing something. So we did legs, we did back, right? Now we're gonna move on to chest. Of course, I'm gonna do a push-up. So we're here. My body is absolutely perfectly aligned, right? I'm not sagging here. I'm not up like that. I'm perfect here. If you need to modify this, modify this. But you notice how my body is rocking, whether my feet are on the ground or my knees are on the ground. Now, I know this might be super beginner for you, and if it is, keep doing what you're doing. But if you travel, you don't have access to something, I promise you, this will work for you as well, because I am getting out of breath right now, and I'm just doing some very simple exercises. So sets and reps is something people always want to know about. Whatever works for you, whatever is challenging for you, whatever is going to cause your heart rate to get up, whatever is going to cause your blood to pump to the muscle that you're working. So instead of just doing, struggling through these, be very, very deliberate and intentional, and understand that the goal, whether you're doing a body weight workout or a weight workout, is to pump blood to the muscle. So your mind and your muscles need to be connected. So we did legs, back, chest. Now we're gonna go to shoulders. So look, I'm not gonna use any weights. I'm gonna pretend like there's weights in my hand. I could use my mind to become weights. So I'm pretending I'm grabbing weights and I'm lifting right here, just like this. So this would be what a Bruce Lee type of exercise would look like. I'm pushing up from my elbows, pretending there's something weighing my elbows down, not my hands, but my elbows. That is focusing on my deltoid, my side or my medial head. Now watch, eyes are closed. I was listening to a buddy of mine on a podcast yesterday. He was with Robbie Robinson, my buddy Sebastian Siegel. He was talking about, I never take my phone into the gym. And he said this, and if you can get this, you'll get this. He said, I never take my phone into the gym because I want every cell of my body to be present. I'm gonna say it again. He said, I never take my phone into the gym because I want every cell of my body to be present. So if I'm focusing here at that level, with that much intention, this is gonna work without a dumbbell in my hand. Nobody can argue that. There will be people who are these people that are on a soapbox, people that might know more science than I do. But if you're trying to say that your human body will not respond to this, you simply don't understand the human body. So my point in saying that is, I want you to understand that this will work. The thing that's not making it or allowing it to work is your ability to believe that it will work. So we went legs, back, chest, shoulders. Now we're gonna go to triceps. We could do the exact same thing with triceps. Now, if you have a dumbbell or something heavier than gravity with you, add that to it. But if I promised you a full body workout with no weights, all right? So right here. Now we go to triceps, watch. So if I go from here and I simply bend over like this, put my elbows in and now go back, and squeeze my tricep. It's working. Or I could go down on the ground right here. And then I pop up. All of this is working. Now, I got my triceps. let me digress. Sets and reps don't matter when you're that in tune. So this kind of took a turn from being this plyometric, not plyometric, but this body weight only workout to really getting your mind into this shit, man. Whether you have weights in your hands or not, get to that point where you close your eyes and you transcend into another place. So we did legs, we did back, we did chest, we did shoulders, we did triceps. Now we'll go to biceps, same thing. Remember I said the goal is to get blood to the muscle? That's the goal if you're using weights or not. I am effectively getting blood in my bicep just by doing this. But look, I'm still assuming the same position as if I had a barbell, a dumbbell, a log, anything in my hand. And that feels good to breathe that way. So we got legs, we got back, we got chest, we got shoulders, we got triceps, we got biceps. Now we're gonna go down and do abs. Down on the floor. Could do here, could do here. I could show you a million different variations of what I just showed you right here, but that might take you 15 minutes. You don't need any equipment. What you really need, as I sit here and think about what I just went through personally myself, I don't know if you noticed it, but there was a point where I kind of shifted over in my mindset. I went from shooting a YouTube video for you to like really getting into this myself, really feeling this myself, really transporting my physical body into this mental and emotional and very connected place with you. Go back and watch this again because you'll see that transition. And I am right now, the way I'm feeling is totally different from how I started. So it might take you a couple times to watch this. This won't connect with everybody. And if it doesn't, I would encourage you to dig a little bit deeper into your understanding of what you're capable of as a human being. I would encourage you to stop listening to people online who suggest there's only one way to do this and acting as if they know who you are and how you operate. All I know is you are a human. You're no different than me. And if we really, really get into this and we have a strong desire to change the way we exist on this planet, it is possible for that to happen, regardless of the stories that you've told yourself. And I always talk about if you're a busy businessman over the age of 40, look, that is an avatar. That is an ideal client. That is someone that I am in tune with and completely understand what you're going through in life, being busy, building a business, raising a family, having all of these concerns that have led you to putting yourself on the back burner, and you need to put yourself up front. When you put yourself at the beginning as the most important priority in your life, then everybody in your circle of influence, your business, your family, and everyone else is the beneficiary of that investment of time. It's not selfish, it's necessary. It is not self-centered, it is purposeful. You owe it to yourself to prioritize yourself. So listen, do this, and I promise you, it will get you the results you want if you apply my other lifestyle principle as well. And I'm gonna leave you with this: mindset, meals, movement, community, and integrity. And if you don't have a community, there's a link below. I want you to check out my program, Maximize Man Elite. That was not intended to sell this program, but I'd be remiss if I didn't remind you that's available to you, because community is really what takes men to another place. Men who understand what you're going through, men who've been where you've been, men who want to support you and lift you up, just like being in the locker room back in the day when you played sports. It's the same energy, it's the same environment, and it's exactly what you need. That's it. Make it a great day.